Imagine you're an 18-year-old high school student with the grades and qualifications to get into Harvard University. But you can't possibly afford an Ivy League education. That was Ben Kaplan's dilemma. So he taught himself how to attend college for free.
My mission is really to inform students, parents, and families about all the scholarship money that's out there, how to stake your share of the scholarship pie.
Ben Kaplan ought to know. At age 22, the Harvard graduate is known by many as the scholarship coach, a fitting title for someone who received an Ivy League education virtually for free.
I was a junior in high school, didn't have a clue how I was going to pay for college, and I stumbled upon my first merit-based scholarship application. I didn't really know what it was at the time. I assumed you had to be a Michael Jordan amazing athlete or a Doogie Howser whiz kid to get scholarships for college. But I sent it off, and I ended up getting this first scholarship. And so all of a sudden it was like, this was the way I was going to pay for college.
He was right. That year, Kaplan won 24 scholarships and accumulated almost $90,000 in scholarship money, enough to cover practically the entire cost of his 4 years at Harvard.
That completely changed my life, and over the course of that process, I really learned a lot of things about this through trial and error. So, I don't have a PhD in education, I'm not an admissions officer, but I am an expert on this subject from having gone through it myself.
After graduation, Kaplan decided to share some of his expertise with students in similar financial predicaments. So he gathered up his old notes and winning essays and set out to write the ultimate how-to book on scholarships.
My book is really the first that's a step-by-step how-to guide through the whole process, showing you the rules of the game, how to find these awards, the key strategies, the nuts and bolts of each component of the application, and then we have a library of sample material so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
The layout and Kaplan's relaxed writing style make the book popular with students looking for a competitive edge. Packed with proven strategies, the book also dispels some common myths.
People have a preconceived idea, a preconceived notion of who gets these scholarship awards. And they think, oh, it's this other person, but it's not really me. And the truth behind the situation is there are tens of thousands of organizations that give all of these kind of awards. So there's some scholarships that might focus on those athletic skills or that Mother Teresa service record. But that's only one portion of the total merit-based scholarship landscape. So there really are scholarships out there for everyone.
But not everyone will win, and some students take themselves out of the running because they ignore one simple step.
The common link among all scholarship winners is that they apply. They apply for these awards. And they don't just apply once. They apply again, they reapply. So much of this truly is self-selection, selecting yourself, being able to communicate effectively why I'm a good investment of your educational dollars.
As students compile their academic portfolios, Kaplan cautions them to avoid a common pitfall.
I call this the Alex P. Keaton syndrome. And basically, it refers to the fact that they think, it's all about having the longest laundry list of stuff, who has the most stuff. When in actuality, these big laundry lists, this random conglomeration of facts, those are the qualities that actually probably distinguish applications that are not successful. Now you have the application. The question is, you're staring at this application. Maybe you've encountered this. What do? It's like all these questions, and it's like, please tell me your life story in 50 words, right? Like everything in 50 words. How do you do that? Do what I call be a scholarship detective. That means think in terms of what the scholarship is all about. What I really try to show is how you need to paint a portrait of who you are, not just what you've done, by focusing on communicating one or two key ideas about yourself. After all, scholarship judges give awards to people, not to resumes.
People like Jahan Stanford, a senior at Grady High School, who is experiencing some of the same challenges